Oh, we live, and I'm live too. We live. Good morning, good day, good
Good
afternoon.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
afternoon.
Yeah, it feels like it's
Afternoon.
morning. We just left. We just got off like 2 hours ago. Last night we were on super late.
Yeah.
Uh, Welcome everybody. Welcome to all the infamous Sylvia fans out there. You know, throw them on the screen so we can shop them out. Welcome to all the so.com, the SOHH fans out there. Welcome to all the YSL Rico trial watchers.
Yes.
Hey, Rob Santro. Hey, infamous fam. Ow, don't go so fast. We can't read it. Hey, Devin. Hey, thank you. Ours all as well. But that was, okay, good. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Devin's next. Yes. Hey, Devin. Listening while you're working, good, because you want to make sure you get all of this. This is just as important as work. Okay, so let's focus, people. Hey, of course, it's good to see you again. You're always in the building. This is your lunchtime. Is this lunchtime for you? Everybody come during your lunch break. We have a little eat, chat, and chew. Go ahead. Uh-huh. All right. So yeah, welcome all the folks. Brenda and Thessie. Good afternoon. Yes, wherever you are in the world. Sierra, you were here last night with us, weren't you? Like,
Yes,
are
she
we not
was.
all tired? Like, is this all we're doing with our lives? Who's taking care of the kids? That's what I want to know. Who's taking care of the children? Hey, Bree. And yes, here to chat and chew and talk about what's going on. How much time you have this afternoon before you got to go back in?
I have till 1:30.
Okay. Love Nona. Listen, the burrito bowl from Moe's. Exactly. So everybody be like Love Nona. Come here with your lunch and we just gonna talk about stuff. And we're gonna maybe one day we'll get to have lunch. And Sylvia, you need to be getting your lunch
I
because
ate my lunch. That's why I'm late.
oh you know what? We don't want to see you eating on live. So that's fine. You eat your lunch first. And then you can
Hmm.
while we eat, while everybody else eats, you can talk. All right, so
Yes.
we are at day 6, Tuesday, December 5th, and we're back in court last night. Was week 2, day 1, and we had the police, the Blue Gang, uh, on the prosecution's witness list. They about 3 or 4 police officers were witnesses yesterday. They were on the stand. They gave their testimony about Trontavious,
Mm-hmm.
Trontavious Stevens,
Stevens. Mm-hmm.
Stevens,
Yes.
Trontavious Stevens. Hey, Nona. And his run-in with the law back in 2013. It was a alleged carjacking, or it was. He was convicted for this carjacking, and he was found with a tiny bit of marijuana under the legal limits to carry. However, because he also apparently had a weighing scale, some baggies, and a gun, they said it was a felony, so he went to jail for that. But I think the big piece, what you were saying, was that they were using this to show that this is part of the work of the enterprise, of this criminal
Yeah.
enterprise that YSL has going on. This is, but then you also said that there was no evidence at the time that the gang unit that arrested him actually referred to it as a gang affiliated crime,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yes.
we had
Yes.
so the defense thumped them on that. They just would start thumping on them afterwards, right? Came and
Yes.
cross examined and all that other stuff.
Because they didn't put it in the police report. Nothing in the
Mm-hmm.
police report said anything about any gang activity or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. And then we had Sergeant Ross. Is it Sergeant Ross or Detective Ross? Sergeant Ross with his bad attitude on
Sergeant.
the stand.
Sergeant Ross.
Sergeant Ross rolling his eyes and such on the stand. I listen. I'm just giving the commentary, but apparently this is what everybody was saying. The man had a little bit of a know-it-all attitude or whatever, and he also testified, and yeah.
But I also want to clarify something because they said that Thug like gave him that look when he got off the stand. But they got to understand, Thug's mother is in the courtroom and he was talking to her. They talked through their eyes and smiles and things like that. So that's another thing they don't show. Do you have the picture I sent you of his mom
Oh,
yesterday?
from today. Okay, we gonna show that. Okay, so let's talk about who's in the building. This good morning. Let's get the producer queuing up those pictures. We just got those pictures, so we're just warming them up. So give us a minute. And I did also, hey T girl, we're gonna show pictures. So who was in the building today? Let's talk about that.
Okay, in the building, you have Mariah dressing just like Thug. They dressed alike again with the black
Girl,
and the cream top and the black on. She has pinstripe on her suit. It's a like a
uh-huh.
vested suit. She got a vested suit and she has clear shoes.
Clear.
Clear shoes. I didn't get a chance to get the picture yet, but I will do the picture. Clear
Okay,
shoes.
we need to see what the clear shoes are looking like because I'm automatically going to the stripper pole. The stripper pole. So I'm sure Mariah. Listen, we know you all about the fashion, and I know if it's some clear shoes, they're going to be some nice looking clear shoes. So we're really
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing those. Okay.
And
And Doug was wearing. He did not wear his wolf shirt. Hey, hello, Lady Coltrane. He did not wear his wolf sweater. That was yesterday's look. What did he have on today? You said what
he
color?
has on a suit. It looks
Ooh.
kind of like black, but I mean, it looks kind of blue, but it's black because it's whatever color she has on, it matches her.
And it's funny because you said that she told you exclusively because Mariah's talking to infamous Sylvia. You're not going to get that other
Yes.
places. You're not going to
No,
get
you're
that.
not gonna get anywhere.
But she told infamous Sylvia exclusively that she's actually the one picking out the outfits. So you know how we are with our men. We're going to make them look cute and then we're going to make them dress like us. We started with what we going to wear. Right, right.
Yeah,
Kennedy, we started with what we gonna wear, and then we'd be like, okay, what we gonna put you in to match with us? So she is dressing him to twin with her every day, and we're looking to her
yes,
for fashion cues. Good afternoon,
yes,
Tressie. Good to see you again. At some point, the producer may put up the picture. I don't know what he's up to, but let's keep going. And I did see. Okay, so the
his
mom is there.
siblings are there. His
His siblings are there.
siblings are here. Yeah, his mom's not here today, but she was here yesterday. But his
Yesterday. Okay.
siblings are there. Then he has a slew of friends and family upstairs in the media. I mean, the upstairs overflow. So
Really?
he
Was
has a
today
great
different?
support.
What's
He has
today
a great
different
support.
for the but why so many people today? Is there going to be is there significance of
No, 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 no. They're there every day. I just never mentioned them.
okay, I see. Okay. So you said his siblings today, and I know he has six siblings or he's one of six siblings, right?
No, he got 11, I think, and one is
11?
deceased. I think two is deceased. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay, 11. And there's a good showing of all of them up in there.
Oh yeah, they're there. They're
Oh,
full
good, good, good.
force, strong.
Excellent,
And
excellent.
of
And
course, his dad is there. Of course, his dad
dad
is
is
there
there.
every day. Mm-hmm.
The dad is he seems like he's like that dad that like he's got like the large family. He keep everybody in check. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
He's like, listen, this is what it is. Really laying it down and just like being
Mhm.
strong for his family.
Yes.
Oh, follow Lady Coltrane. Thank you for all of the information. She's giving you all the platforms. Follow at Infamous Sylvia on IG and all platforms, and follow at SOHH on all platforms. And Infamous Sylvia's Cash
Yes.
App here. We got to always keep the Cash App flowing to make sure that everyone is knowing that they should support love, show some love, and hit the notification, the like button. Right? It doesn't cost anything. Greatly appreciated. Share
Yeah.
this information. Please do. This, I just want to always just say this because people come in every day and we're going to be growing and growing our audience. Um, and what we want to do is we really want people to understand why they need to watch here. Oh, you
Yeah.
got a whole PO box for gifts. I'm sorry. Why do you need to watch? Girl, you got haters too. You better put it to a PO box. You don't want nobody to know where it's really at. Um, why do you need to watch here versus there, right? Because this gonna, first of all, you're not gonna get court fashion. You're not gonna get fashion court otherwhere. Okay. You may get some because they may bite. They may bite off what we're doing, but you're not gonna get it like we're doing with exclusive shoe cam and the shoe parade on Fridays. Okay. The
Hmm.
other
Yeah.
reason, more importantly, is because this is our story. This is a Black media story. This is a Black people story. This is a story about hip hop culture. This is about our culture. We need to be telling the story. We need to be making sure that it's fair and balanced. We need to be making sure that our community is represented in a proper way. It's not about taking sides. It's really about making sure that the whole story is told. So absolutely, definitely continue to come back. We're coming every day, twice a day for you. On Wednesday, Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursday we only do evenings because the chapel is doing weddings. And then on Friday, our plan, and we're looking to start this Friday, is to have a roundtable of a number of different Black-owned media outlets talking about this. You will hear more about that as we progress during the week. But just to give you an outlook, this is the place to be. Okay, this is the place to be. And the live stream coming soon, soon, soon. All right, where were
And
we?
I do want to thank those who participated in donating towards the live stream equipment. I appreciate everyone that has donated.
Excellent. Yes, that's you guys. You guys, and listen, this is what it's about because let me explain how this works, right? So typically, only large media organizations have the resources to be able to be in the pool, the live pool. So you will see people like Law and Crime, right? And you will see Fox News, and you will see CNN, and you will see these large organizations, and they have a pool, and there's a pool camera person that's basically all of these outlets are referring to. But basically, it costs money to be in a pool. Okay, I'll tell you that much. I won't tell you how much it costs, but it costs money to be in the pool because they're distributing this to all of their different networks, etc. So when it comes to independent Black media, oftentimes we are not resourced enough to be able to be in the pool for week after week, day after day for a 4 to 5 month trial. So that is why what we are doing here and what Sylvia is doing here is so impactful, right? Because we are essentially plugging directly into the feed through the resources and the equipment that you guys have helped her to purchase. And we're going to be streaming our own feed, our own court feed. So you will no longer have to go elsewhere. You will be able to get the whole shebang from here. And that's because you guys helped to make that happen. So yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, all right, all right. So where are we now? Let's get into it. We were talking
Well,
about, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say today we had four different individuals to get on the stand. There was a well, I'm going to give you a countdown. Out of the 16 individual who has gone up, majority of them has been police officers. Only three regular layperson, but still connected. Well, more than three, about five. That lay people, you had the woman, the madam, the
Mhm,
house mom, then you had the individual whose house was broken into, and then the others were tech analysts, forensics personnel. But out of everybody, out of 16, majority of them are police officers. I would
mhm.
say at least 13. No, it's more than six. I would say about 17 people. Majority of them is police officers.
So, what does that tell us? Because if these crimes, they're bringing forth crimes that these gentlemen have committed, but we're the victims of these crimes, right? So, these police officers are basically being called to testify as witnesses against these young men for these crimes, such as the carjacking of the madam. Well, she came forth for hers,
Mhm.
but these other crimes, we're supposed to rely upon the police officer's testimony uh, to be credible in regards to these incidences.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
But
mhm.
I tell you, the defense team has been rocking it. I mean, they are working together, and they just boom pouncing on the state's witnesses.
So tell me, when the state people came in this morning, that's prosecutor Love is her name, right?
No,
Adrienne
she
Love.
love is not here right now. She'll be in this afternoon. But it has been Simone Hilton. She's the assistant to Love. She's a co-counsel to Love. Um, she has been the one the last 2 days doing the witness examination. And but Love will be on this evening, and there's this second half. A lot of people was asking me about Love, but she's here.
Okay.
Most
So
people thought she disappeared, but she's still here.
right, right. So Simone Hilton is leading the charge this morning on behalf of the state prosecutor's office. And what you said, there were how many police officers so far testified this morning?
This morning there were a total of four testimony.
Okay.
three officers and one person that does forensics.
Okay, and the
And
forensic.
well, one of the officers was like the K-9 unit,
Okay.
and gave testimony about the certification of the dog, and just basically, what the dog did when it came to the crime scene.
Now, which
Well,
crimes
not
are we
crime
talking
scene.
about? Which crime are we
Well,
talking about?
you remember when Nichols would there was two cars, and in one car they locked, and the young lady wouldn't tell him who um who put the keys in the car, and but they locked the car when the police officers came in, and then they got the canine dog did the search around, and then it reacted once it got to the car to tell them there was drugs inside the vehicle,
So the
and
canine
they opened.
dog. So he's basically saying this dog has been trained. This is how we train these dogs to basically establish that the dog was legit in smelling that they were drugs. What was this specific incident? Because I have recorded that yesterday.
This is the incident where Nichols, they came up to Nichols while they was watching a video, and they saw Nichols talking to this lady, and the lady was saying that she wanted a young man, and so they happened to see marijuana in the video, and
Hmm.
they came to the scene. And when they came there, someone that was in the other car locked the other car that
I
supposedly
see.
had the drugs and the paraphernalia um, for distributing drugs. And then they found there was the amount of money. There was no. I think that one is when they only had like 17 ounces of marijuana and a scale and some other items.
Now this is what year was this?
I think 2015
All right.
on
So
that.
and this is not the same incident where the car yesterday where the marijuana was found, the 20
Yeah,
ounce.
it
This is the
is the
same
same
one.
one. It's just
Okay, so they
yeah. But
were.
remember, it's two incidents. Remember, it's
Mhm.
two incidents. One
Okay.
was incidents with Stephen, with the last name Stevens, and then the other one was Nichols. It was two incidents. But this
Involving the
one here,
car.
hmm
Okay. All right.
remember the first one was Stevens when that was near his grandmother's home,
Correct.
four homes, and then the
2013.
other one. Yeah, and the other one is when they came up with the body cam, and they showed the guys outside, and then the police said, "Is anybody smoking marijuana?" And they were like, "No." And I mean, just the interaction with the police officer, and then the
Hmm.
police officer decided to get the K-9 when nobody would admit to the door, to the car, who car it belongs to, and they locked the car door.
All right. And this incident we're talking about today is from 2015.
Yeah,
All right. So there was the incident 2013 with the carjacking of the madam, and now we're talking about the 2015 incident.
15.
And this
Yes,
incident is with Nichols.
yes, yes.
All right. So what?
And then they did bring another officer up who talked about BB. BB had some crack cocaine.
Hmm. When you say BB, who you referring to?
Another defendant who's not on the who was on the case, but he got severed.
Okay, so he's coming up with Trontavious probably in the next batch.
Yes.
Okay, so BB was also there was another this incident regarding BB as well. So what
And no,
strikes?
I think BB took a plea because his attorney had something going on, and he had to leave. So he took a plea deal.
Okay,
So he's on what you call
he's
leave. He's what do you call that?
is he in jail or
He's
not?
on probation. No,
He's
he's
on
not on
probation.
jail.
Oh, okay.
He's on probation. No, but no. He can't. He's not out yet because they have to review with the board of probation, not board of
Hmm.
probation, parole. The parole
Okay.
board, because he's serving time, and
Okay.
they got to see whether or not they'll let him out once the parole, because he made I think the 85 or 50% because he served most of his time.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what strikes me, and I'm kind of representing the people who have not been able to watch the trial. I know that Kennedy, you're watching, and Sylvia, you're there. Um, what strikes me, I hear that you're saying that they were surveilling them in this case with Nichols. They were surveilling them because you said they were watching them on the camera, and there was some interaction with marijuana.
Yeah,
Where
they
one,
was watching them. No, they were watching them on YouTube Live, or it was an IG Live or something like that. They happened to see them.
And who was
on
doing
their
the
social
live?
media.
Were they broadcasting their own live or somebody else was?
Yeah, I think Nichols was on a live or someone. I don't know. I don't remember exactly
Listen,
which one it
y'all
was.
be out here broadcasting y'all stuff. The feds, the people's watching y'all.
But
I know. Uh,
it's 1:30. I'm
oh,
sorry.
you got to go back in.
Yeah,
Girl, why you ain't tell me from the beginning how much time you had? All right,
because
we got to
this
go
is
back in.
fun. I love this,
I
but
know, I know. Okay, so let's wrap up really quickly. We had four testimonies this morning, three officers, one forensics person, and we are talking about these 2015 incidents. Who we're about to see in the afternoon when we come back? Who are you going to be seeing?
it's more officers. But I think the officer from Brookhaven is coming in. That is the one who arrested. Well, he didn't arrest Jeffrey Williams. He had him on the side of the road, and they were checking the car. Well, this is going to be the body cam. They're going to show the body cam on that, I think.
So we're looking forward to hopefully seeing the body cam footage from the arrest with young thug Jeffrey Williams with the Brookhaven officer. All right. Well, you guys, you can stick around with me while Sylvia goes. I will chat with you. Are there any more questions, Steve? Any comments, questions we can throw in there real quick? Um, so yeah, this is going to be pretty eventful this afternoon. It looks like if we're going to have uh, some visuals and testimony pertaining to Jeffrey Williams, that should be pretty interesting. I think that's a lot of the stuff that people are looking forward to hearing. Um, and seeing what is his connection to all of this, right? Because they're making all of these basic disparate, cases, right, Kennedy, about this person did this and this person did this, and they're separate. All of these separate incidences, However, we're trying to figure out how all of these people connected. How do you call this a criminal enterprise? What connect the dots, right? Um, and then how is Jeffrey Williams connected to all of this? How do you assert that he is the leader of all of this? That's the big challenge that I think that the state is going to have, and I still haven't seen anything to this moment to show it. Any observations from you, Kennedy? You've been watching the live stream.
No, but I feel like, of course, they're going to pin it all on him, like they said, because of like the defense attorney already said, because he is who he is. So a lot of the pushback gets onto him because he's more, I guess, above everybody else per
Mm-hmm.
se.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's all I can really think of. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, they broadcast everything because this is the generation of like gratification. Like they want gratification for everything that they do, so they're gonna put everything on live. They're gonna post everything on Instagram, on Snapchat. Everybody wants to flex, so it's
Right.
like, and you just never know how those things or those broadcasts can catch up back to you later on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think they don't realize how much people are actually watching them. you know um you know there's surveillance everywhere these days, but please believe it, people are absolutely, police are watching you, your ops are watching you, you know um your mama's probably watching you, so you better watch what you do.
Right,
um
especially with somebody of his caliber,
right.
he's always had this target on his back. So regardless of who if he rapped about it, they're listening. The FBI is listening to build cases for things like this. So it's kind of like rappers nowadays; they have to be careful with things that they put in their songs because they're going to go back and try to use the lyrics as they are doing now to build this case against him.
I'll take some more questions, producer, if there are any to coming in. And I think that that's the whole thing. This is what this is about, and that's why people. It's crazy because people are not, I don't think, getting the gravity of this case. This is going to determine the future as it pertains to how law interacts with lyrics. Like, this is a precedent setting case. Setting precedent means it essentially establishes how things are going to be done in the future. So we're talking about how in the future your favorite rapper, his lyrics will and can be used against him. T Girl says they're not connected. That's the problem. They put together a bunch of random crimes these people did and called it a RICO. That's what it's seeming like. Let's connect the dots, prosecution. If you got something, we want to see it because you're wasting our time right now. Um, yeah, Kennedy, I think it's really interesting about haven't seen the state make their case of gang activity nor trying thug to this. Right. I haven't seen it yet. And God forbid, we got about 4 or 5 months of this. Like, where's the meat? Can we get some real meat and potatoes? Can you show me him in a room?
There's
Like I want to see.
there
Huh?
they're not gonna be prepared. There's not the reason they're unprepared is because there won't be anything to build against them. So they're making up a bunch of stuff and just pulling things from everywhere trying to build their case against them.
Yeah, because
So
I mean, listen, you don't like. I don't know what kind of whenever you're in a competition or a race, you come out the gate banging, like you come out the gate with your best stuff. Like, is this it? Because this is like strange right now, and I just feel like it just sounds like to me it's seeming more and more like there's not a lot of substance here. It's a lot of people who it seems were hemmed up in an attempt to paint a picture, in an attempt to frame a narrative about this particular person, Jeffrey Williams. And who knows who's behind it? Who knows, what the real motivation is for this? But certainly, when you're a high profile figure, there's a lot of people who stand to gain from taking you down. So we have that, we have a motivation. You talk about motivation. People talk about, is there motivation for certain crimes? Is there motivation to put Jeffrey Williams on the stand and wrap him up in a RICO? Well, there is from Fannie Willis and the prosecution. There's a motivation for people who are looking to run for election on the backs of, I took down a major drug lord. There is a motivation for maybe people who have some sort of reason to be against him. Um, I want to see the motivation that you guys have for saying that he is the head of a drug organization. Like, come with it. Like, it's week 2 right now. Could we get a little bit of that? You were gonna say something, Kennedy?
no, I'm just listening. I'm just taking everything in. I definitely agree with everything you're saying though.
Mm-hmm. Listen, guys, I don't want to keep y'all long because we got to get ready for the afternoon, the evening update. Cash App, SOHH.com as well. Um, We are bringing this to you guys every day, twice a day, except on Thursdays when it's once a day. And on Fridays, we're going to be bringing you a whole round table of folks to talk about what's going on here. So continue to lock in, set your notifications, your like and subscribe on Infamous Sylvia on SOHH.com, Cash App both. And yeah, let's keep it going. We will see you guys in the evening, probably maybe around 8ish. That's the time we have set, but it really depends on when Sylvia gets out of court. Anything else, folks? Am I missing anything, producer? No? Okay. All right, Kennedy, thank you for joining. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
All
Have a good
righty.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.